welcome to Rate the Dream, Life, Love, and Mortgages. I am here with my partner in mortgage, Christina Walsh. We're going to do an interview of her today. For those that don't know her, she is my partner here over at the Landon Group. We have known each other for 10 plus years. And roughly, it's about a year ago, our paths crossed again. And I'll let Christina tell more about that and how we got here.
Well, I was going to basketball and I passed her on a road. What was that road? Bristow Road. And I messaged her like, hey, do you drive a white car? And she's like, why?
Stalker.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure I just saw you. She's like, oh, I'm sending a pre-approval letter. I didn't even notice. And I'm like, how are you sending a pre-approval letter from your phone on the road? Like, we need to talk. So we met for coffee and here we are.
So we have a couple interview questions set up so you guys can get to know Christina as well as you've all gotten to know me over the years. So first and foremost, what inspires you to do what you do or keeps you doing what you're doing?
I think the biggest thing is just fulfilling the American dream of homeownership, the white picket fence that we love.
Yes. I love it. What is your end goal in your career?
Just to help as many families as possible.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah.
What is your biggest failure and what did you learn most from it, whether it's personal or business?
I think my biggest failure probably would be not trusting myself, not believing in myself. And I learned that I should believe in myself. I am good. I do deserve it. And I should go after it.
Perfect. What are your most influential people in your life? Who are your biggest supporters?
My family. Close friends, mostly. Hint.
Me. What do most people misunderstand about your work or what we do?
They misunderstand everything we do. I think the funniest thing is when people reach out to us for pre-approvals and we start asking about their finances, and they're like, why do you need to know that? What does it matter how much money I make or how much money I have in the bank? And it's like, we're lending you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Of course, we need to know if you have the money to pay us back. So I think that's probably the biggest thing work-wise.
Biggest challenge. Yeah, I agree. It is tough. When did you first become interested in mortgages or real estate?
Oh, that's funny. So I actually was going to be a hairdresser. I was in high school. I had just graduated high school and I got in a car accident. And I was working 2 jobs at the time, the Hair Cuttery and Radio Shack. Show my age a little there. And I got into an accident and my aunt was like, hey, I can get you a job at my company as a receptionist. I don't remember the pay rate, but I was making like minimum wage, if that. And it was a huge increase. So I was like, heck yeah. And she worked for Countrywide. Mm-hmm. And so that is how I got in the business. I was so bored my first week as a receptionist. I was like, y'all have to give me something to do. So I started paying appraisal invoices. That was before we had appraisal management companies. And once I got them all caught up, I started sending loan disclosures for some of our loan officers and just reading through and, discovering what mortgages was all about. I eventually became a processor and then an underwriter and now a loan officer.
Awesome. That's awesome. What piece of advice would you give your younger self, personal or business or both?
I would tell myself to just do it. Just start. Just start.
That's good.
Believe in yourself and go for it.
Yeah. What do you have to lose?
Exactly. Because you make all these excuses and you don't do something and then 10 years goes by and you finally do what you wanted to do and you look back like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I could have been.
Time flies.
Yeah, exactly.
Flies.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does your morning routine look like?
Mornings at my house are fun, except right now we're on spring break, so it's a little calm. But I have 2 boys, so I'm normally getting them up, caffeinating myself to get them up. I check out what's going on in the housing market. I do some reading. I just finished You Are a Badass. So nice. I'd like to do a lot of inspirational reading, self-improvement reading, get the kids off to school, and then hop on and start working.
Perfect. If your life could take a radical turn, what would it be?
A radical turn.
A positive radical turn. Not something negative.
I mean, I guess if I won the lottery, that would be really awesome.
That would be
a major radical turn.
Don't forget it's little people when you make it rich.
I was just going to say, we would be on vacation. We would be out.
Okay, so being a mortgage loan officer, what is your biggest challenge that you're facing right now?
Ooh, we all know this one. Interest rates. And affordability.
And motivating. I feel like motivating people that they can actually sell their house and buy something or buy it for the first time is very challenging.
And understanding, interest rate. Everyone just thinks about, oh, my house is at a 3% interest rate, right? But you have 15 credit cards at 20% interest, and you have your auto loan, and especially when you purchased and you're sitting on a bunch of equity, we can look at blended rates and then just getting current renters off the fence because they know everyone got 2 and 3% interest rates. Yep. We're not ever going to get back there.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are stuck on the rate too, right? Versus, hey, I can afford $2,500 every month, or I can afford $5,000 every month. Well, here, let me show you what that can get you, because I think people would be surprised that if you back into it versus, oh, the rate is 6%, it kind of freaks everyone out, right? Because we're all used to, and I say used to, I mean, that's not like that was years of that.
Yeah.
But I think if we start out with, okay, this is what you can afford every month, let me show you what you can qualify or purchase at that amount, it gets people more motivated to actually move.
Yeah. And kind of going back to my just start. You just start. You have to start somewhere. Yes. And as soon as you buy, you're automatically increasing your net worth, you're building equity. So just start.
Yeah. What are 3 unique skills that helped you become successful? That's a tricky one.
That is a tricky one. I think determination is one. Failure is not an option. So I am super motivated. Having a great support system. I can't tell you how many times I call Melissa, like, what am I doing? How do I do this?
Got this.
And then just education, continually educating yourself on the market,
So I'm going to interrupt because I think one thing that you did miss is what makes you a great loan officer is that you started answering the phones, reviewing disclosures. You've been compliance, you've been underwriting, you've been a loan officer assistant, an LOA, processing. You've done all of these pieces. So you have a wealth of knowledge that helps you to become or to be a loan officer, because a lot of times she acts like I don't call her all the time and be like, hey, read this guideline for me. I don't get it. And she's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. This is in there. Why it makes us a really great team because we have opposite attributes, if that's the right word, or things that she's better at or vice versa, and we combine it together and it works really well for us.
Yes.
Okay, so what upcoming projects do we have going on, or any specific loan programs that we have coming out that you want to speak about?
Well, we actually have something coming up in April, Ask the Loan Officer. You can interview us, all your questions, start writing them down. Nothing is off limits. Some loan products. Let's keep it to mortgages.
That's for podcast 10. Right. We'll get there.
Eventually. One day
you'll hear the story.
Yeah. But let's keep it to mortgages. Ask the lender about mortgage things. One of the products we're going to talk about is our all-in-one, which is a home equity line, a checking account. It's a pretty awesome product, so we're going to go into great detail about that. And then DSCR mortgage, which is for a renter or investors. We don't require any income. We don't even require employment information. We just use what you can rent the property for and your mortgage payment. Nice. So it's pretty awesome.
All right. We also have a couple other 2 new loan products that are coming out as soon as they're available. You'll see it all over social media, but we have a first responders program that's coming out here shortly, and we have to have a doctor's loan or physician loan coming out. And these are 2 things that CMG's been working on for a little while. So they should be out shortly, just in time for spring. Summer market. Yeah. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're excited.
Couple of fun questions. What's your favorite coffee? We know you love coffee.
It's just coffee. As long as it's coffee, I'm good. Actually, the lavender coffees, like the iced coffees, are really big right now. Okay. Today, I have white chocolate raspberry mocha.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yes.
Okay. And what's your favorite color?
Black.
I Look at you. All right. So that is all for today. Short and sweet. I'm going to post all the links and contact information for how you reach Christina. Personally, if you have any questions, reach out to us. We'd love to hear you. Feedback, any more questions, mortgage questions, sorry. Let us know. We hope everyone has a fabulous Friday and a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.